Trailblazer Postgame, presented by Johnson Pediatrics.
And welcome back inside the Global Credit Union Arena here on the campus of Grand Canyon University. It's a final now. Utah Tech coming up short to Grand Canyon, 73-61. Rod Zundel here on the Johnson Pediatric postgame show. Glad to have you aboard tonight. Trailblazers gave it a great effort, by the way. They led by as many as 7 in the first half, but then went in a couple of scoring droughts, and they ended up losing by 12. That's the largest margin of a deficit that the Trailblazers had against Grand Canyon here. Was 12 points. They were 19.5-point underdogs. They played well. Didn't get a lot of production from Jalen Searles or Beon Riley. Between them, they were 1 for 13 3-points. And even with that, the rest of the guys held their own. UU Toure got the start tonight at point guard. What a game he had. 5 for 17, 3 for 7 from beyond the arc. He had 14 points. He had 2 assists and a steal. So I think we're going to give our Appliance Wholesaler Plus Playmaker of the game to UU Toure, getting his 3rd start of the season. Appliance Wholesaler Plus, shop local and see the local boys at AWP, who are the playmakers in the appliance business across the freeway from Bloomington Walmart. So, UU Toure, and the player of the game, going to have to give it to Tanner Christensen. What a game he had. He was strong inside when they got the ball to him. Tanner, 18 points, 8 for 12 from the floor. He had 10 rebounds, his 6th double-double of the season, and he also had 5 assists. 2 for 6 from the foul line tonight. So Tanner Christensen is our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game. Find a variety of products and prices that please in the heart of St. George. So Tanner Christensen, a big performance from him. And elsewhere, Kambala, 1 for 4 from the floor. He had 3 points. Ole Inca played well in the second half. He had 7 points. He had 5 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds for his total number. 3 of 5 shooting for Ole Inca. Straddled with foul trouble. Played 3 minutes, picked up a couple of fouls first part of the game, and really didn't get going until midway through the second half. Caleb Stearman came in, 1 for 1 from the floor. He had 2 points. Didn't have a rebound tonight. Trey Hall, 0 for 1 shooting. Played, played 5 minutes, had a couple of rebounds as well. But Tanner Christensen, Noah Gonzalez, and UU Toure, they did most of the work for the Trailblazers. They're the 3 in double figures. Now, for the Grand Canyon Lopes, all right, Duke Brennan, what can you say? He had 16 rebounds, 8 offensive, 8 defensive rebounds. He had a career night rebounding, averaging 7 boards a game, come up with team high 16. Ty and Grant Foster, 16 points, 8 for 10 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Gabe McLaughlin and Ray Harrison each with 12. McLaughlin, 3 for 5 from the foul line. And then the next closest was Luke War off the bench. He's a mid-20 3-point shooter, hit 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. So Utah Tech, they shot the ball pretty well for the game. They were 24 of 62, so they hit 24 shots, and Grand Canyon hit 24 shots. However, Grand Canyon, they hit more free throws. They hit how many are 3-pointers. So Grand Canyon, they were, for the game, they hit 12 3-pointers. Utah Tech only, let me check here, only 8 3-pointers. So they had 4 more free 3-pointers. And Utah Tech, 5 of 13 from the free throw line, 13 of 20, so 8 more free throws. So free throws and 3-pointers, that was the difference here for the Trailblazers. Lose by 12 73-61. We're going to take a break here on the Johnson Pediatric postgame show. When we come back, hopefully Coach John Judkins will join us once again. 12-point loss for the Trailblazers. They now drop in their record in the Western Athletic Conference to 7-7 in the WAC standings, and Grand Canyon moves to 13-0 here in this building, and they now improve to 13-1 in the WAC standings. Be back, hopefully, with Coach John Judkins after this.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game, so why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealestate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealestate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
All right, back here in Phoenix, Arizona, 73-61. Grand Canyon getting the win. Utah Tech drops to 7-7 now in the Western Athletic Conference. And joining us now is the head coach of the Trailblazers, head coach John Judkins. Coach, maybe not the smartest of games at times, but man, what a gutsy performance by these guys.
I was really proud of how hard they played. Boy, they gave it everything they had. We just had a couple of mistakes. I mean, you can't beat a team #1 in your conference giving up 17 offensive rebounds. You can't beat a team in your conference #1 shooting 30. What do we shoot? 30-some% from the foul line. 38% from the foul line. You're not going to beat a team at their home court like this.
Yeah.
But I loved how hard we played. I think we competed. But you got to, when you play a team like this, you got to be on all cylinders. And tonight we weren't.
Well, you both made 24 field goals. They just made 4 more three-pointers than you did and 8 more free throws. And a lot of that happened in the first half. When they were more aggressive and forced the issue, and you guys finally responded and did the same thing in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about that at halftime, is we got to quit fouling, play defense and quit fouling. That was it. Same thing, though, was we were giving up offensive rebounds the first half, and then we were fouling too much and got to the foul line.
Yeah.
I thought we did a better job of not fouling there. I mean, we only had 4 fouls. late in the second half. And that's good and bad. That means either we are listening and not fouling, or we're being too soft. And so, but again, this is a good team, and to play here like this, we got to take the positive part out of it. We didn't have Tennessee, we didn't have Eric tonight, which would have helped us a lot. Beyond foul trouble, then he gets hurt. But I tell you, gutty effort, really gutty effort for these guys. I'm happy with that. But we got to come out the same way on Saturday to beat them.
Yu Toure got the start at point guard and had one of his better games, 14 points and one turnover, I think?
Yeah, he did. And then one turnover, he had him too. Tanner was open and just kind of led him a little too far and went out of bounds. He could have probably increased his angle a little bit better to get that to him. But I thought you gave us a great lift. The only thing I wasn't happy, sometimes he was trying to shoot some circus shots or whatever on the getting to the basket. He's got to, if they block it, they block it. And but boy, he really got to the rim. He hit his threes when we went inside and back out. He was hitting his threes. I thought he had a good game. Tanner, to me, had a very good game. We got to get Tanner the ball, and that's what we kept saying because he was killing that guy inside.
Yeah, he was our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game, and Noah started to take control. And then when they really came out and forced him and pressurized him, that's when Tanner really got going. And so that was a good two-man game.
Well, we started doing some ball screens with Noah and Tanner together because we thought that they were so much about Noah. They were, we call it top blocking or not letting him come off the screen. And if we knew we could get him the ball and come off, that Tanner was going to be open. He's got to roll a little quicker. He's got to roll a little harder. But I thought Larry did a good job second half of offensive rebounds. Man, he was going after the boards really, really hard.
We had 5 rebounds, all on the offensive side.
He was crashing hard.
Okay, so you mentioned a little bit earlier, we head back home, 7 o'clock Saturday night against Seattle. And coming into tonight, you were in 7th. They were 1 game in front of you, and we have less than a month for the WAC tournament. So Saturday, Coach, we keep saying it, but Saturday's a big game.
Yeah, they're all big, Rod. They're all big. But again, if we play that hard and we play that good together, we got a chance. I was happy with that. We just got to clean up a few things. But they're good. These guys are good. And so we can't get down. I hate losing. And there's not a victory, a moral victory. There's not one of that. But tonight I thought we played really, really well. Just had that. Again, that little 4-minute stretch where they beat us by 8 and 9. They went on a 9-2 run on us, and that kind of changed the game.
All right, Saturday night, it's Seattle. They're coming to Burns Arena, 7 o'clock tip-off and 6:45 pregame Saturday night here on Trailblazer Sports Vision, the Fan Sports Network. So that'll do it here in Phoenix, Arizona. Coach, thank you. Let's head back home and get ready for Seattle on Saturday. Thanks to Paul Ratliff back at the Findlay Hyundai Studios. Once again, the final here in Phoenix, it is Grand Canyon 73 and Utah Tech 61. See you Saturday night. Good night, everybody.